What's going on, everybody? It's DJ. Today we got some new and updated mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total, we have 9 mods overall. For all platforms, we have 7 new, 1 update, and PC Mac players have 1 new as well. However, it is a small variation off of one of the new ones for all platforms. We're going to load up each mod in the store, look at its customization and features, and of course, we'll take a look at that mod that got updated for all platforms today as well. Timestamps are linked below. Let's jump right in. Starting off today with new mods for all platforms, we have Ostseeküste. I don't know how to say the name of the map, but it's from the Baltic Sea. Landscape is characterized by hills and hedges. There's some small and big farms on here. It's your decision which one you want to go with. There's 66 fields and meadows, 5 different farms. You got your biogas plant, 4 different areas for forestry. You've got buildings, textures. You've got your own license plate. Those are all custom stuff, realistic stubble destruction. You also have a dig and waterhole filled by the rain. Don't read too much into that. Just got some areas that fill up with water when it rains. You also have animated train. You have animated ships off of the background. That's pretty cool. It is prepared for precision farming with its own soil map, seasonal map, objects, 5 different selling points, animal dealer collectibles, and well, there's a lot of placeables that are required. As far as the all-platform version of this map goes, there are 8, and there are 9 if you guys are using the PC-only version. The only difference I've been able to find with the PC-only version of this map is it has multi-terrain, which is, well, not a thing that's available on console. So very cool. Let's take a look at the PDA. Here we've got it, and as you can tell, there are no square fields. This may be about as close as you get to a square field right there. As far as areas that we own, we do have farmland number 3, which is field 13. And then up here at the north end of the map, we have farmlands 59 and 56, which you will find is a grass field for 63 and just a cultivated field in field 50. This is also where you're going to find your starting farm. You got your farmhouse up there. You got a grain mill around here, as well as a lime station. However, those are not on owned land. One thing that is nice is with this, you can own the outside of the map. How great is that? It's $0, and there you go. The roads and everything like that can be owned. As for that starting farm, this is what it looks like right here. You guys can see we have our house, which is part of the mods that are required, and then we got a couple areas through here. You may notice that it's a little bit dark because they have done, I think, their own lighting textures on here, and they're just a little bit dark, but it is unlike anything I've seen at Farming Simulator yet. So if you like different stuff, you may want to jump in and give this a try. Very cool map. As for new farmer, just in case you're curious, we have 1 tractor. We got 1 small tractor, the Fendt 515. This is the version with 150 horsepower, so you'll be able to use that for a while. We also have a Claas trailer in there. We do have a cultivator. We have a seeder. You got a sprayer, good sprayer as well. You got a front loader for that. You have pallet forks and a bucket, which is nice, and a couple weights, as well as a miscellaneous packing item. And well, that's it. You're gonna have to buy your own combine harvester, everything like that. So it doesn't give you everything that you need to get the job done, but it'll at least help you get started. Maybe some used equipment, maybe in your future. Your next new one for all platforms today is the Claas Lexion series. This is the 600 and 700 from SiiD's Modding. Now, one thing right off the bat, these are not the yellow versions. He does say that he was not able to finish them in time to get them tested before the Christmas break. There may still be a chance we could see them tomorrow, but he does say that he'll probably release them for PC players over on his Facebook page on Christmas Day. So if he does that, we'll let you guys know. Also, you have to excuse me, I'm coming up with a little bit of a cold this morning. Let's take a look at these. Customization options are pretty identical for all 3, but the engine options are a little bit different. So you can see for the bottom 2 versions here, we have a version from 2012 and 2015. Both of them will have between 305 and 390 horsepower and will hold between 8,000 and 12,000 liters. Now, here, this one's a little bit different, the Lexion 740, 770. So, of course, we've got a 360 horsepower engine, 415, 449, 503, and then back in again. And each one of these comes with a different capacity, so between 9 and 11,000 liters. Wheel brands include Trelleborg, Michelin tires, Continental, oh yeah, Midas, BKT, Freistein, and back in again. Now, these are pretty cool because check this out. We got the wheel set up, but you can drop some crawler tracks on here if you want. Maybe wide, maybe narrow, maybe wide and narrow number 2 or 3. And then you can jump back into those wheels as well. That's pretty cool. Next up, we have options for cover. So we've got a cover version number 1. And I'm actually trying to find out where cover options have presented themselves. Well, it's $8,000. Oh, it's over here on the left side. So that's going to cost you $8,000 right there. I'm not sure what it does in the game, but it does that. We do have protection. This is kind of cool. I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like that before. That's kind of neat. Numbers, you could do 1 through 9 there on the side. CB radio inside. Yep, you can add that if you'd like. Joystick version, we have the newer or older version. Chopper tailboards. We'll jump back around to the back here. So we have standard, or we have the extended version. It's going to cost you $7,500 extra. These are pretty expensive. And then we have Europa style. So no is what we start with. However, with a bunch of different configurations, you could start adding multiple different European markers all the way around. Again, as I said, the American version of this will be out sometime probably in the new year, so just be ready for that. Now with the pipe, we have a 7.3, 7.9, and then an 8.8 meter, and then we have the GPS that you could throw in there, and that is it. Now, with these smaller versions right here, the pipe isn't going to go out, maybe, well, I didn't think it went all the way out, but you may have the exact same. Yeah, okay, so pretty much the exact same customization options throughout the range. These are really nice. I know we've been talking about these combines for a long time now, and, well, we don't have to wait anymore. They're here. Next is something really cool that has returned, I think for the first time since 17. We may have had this in 19, but I don't quite remember. This is the Paus TSL 8.7 from Creative Mesh. This is, at the end of the day, a telehandler, so you've got all the stuff for that. However, this does come with a bucket as well, 2,640 liter capacity in there. Now, this is well, we'll show you this again because it's pretty sweet. 101 horsepower. We've got 161 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, and it weighs 7.4 tons if that matters to you. Nokian tires. We also have BKT, Michelin, Midas, Trelleborg, Vredestein, Nokian. Back and forth between those. And we've got a couple things we could change up as well. Now, design, you got a beacon on the top and attachments. You can throw a 3-point on the back of this if you really want to. No PTO, but you know, some stuff really just doesn't need a PTO. So let's grab one. We're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna pop up the help window because I want to show you some neat things that this will do. Of course, we have up and down, and we can access rotations. And we can, of course, go in and out. However, this offers a new setup. We have side-to-side rotation, so you can, well, maneuver things. It is a 180-degree turn. It is the first 180-degree turning telehandler style vehicle in Farming Simulator 22. And like I said, I don't even know if something like this existed at Farm Sim 19. So if you are ready to use something like this, this is pretty darn cool. I'm very, very much so enjoying this piece of equipment. How cool is that? Oh, it's awesome. And don't forget, you can also open and close the door as well, so you could do that if you want to, but I think that's the only bit that we've got. Yeah, that's the only bit that we've got. Interior is kind of interesting. That's not something we're used to, that's for sure. Here's something neat I didn't know I was missing, but now I know we got it. This is the Fendt Lotus 1250 from Veenhuis Integral. This right here is a 12.5 meter working with Tedder. Requires 95 horsepower, and it will do it at 11 miles per hour. There is no customization. You do have a license plate, but that is it. But boy, oh boy, does this thing not look good. Next is the Veenhuis Premium Integral 20,000. This is a slurry tanker for you guys. It holds 20,000 liters, 9.7 tons empty weight, 220 horsepower, and it will go at 9 miles per hour working speed. All you got to do is hook up some stuff to the back. It will not spread on its own, so you need a drag hose, something like that. Wheel options include Trelleborg. We also have Vredestein, BKT, Midas, and back in again, and you can change up a few things for each of those. Design, we have the filling arm without hose, filling arm with hose, or back to standard again. Main colors include, well, all of them, actually, funny enough, all the colors. Oh yeah. Your hubs don't change, just heads up there. And then speaking of hubs, we have a rim color of black or gray. So that's kind of nice. Plus, of course, your license plate. Next to last new one for all platforms today is going to be the Lizard 1300 XL Baglifter. This hooks up via 3-point on the side we're looking at right now, but it allows you pass-through. So you've got trailer hitch pass-through, 3-point pass-through, I think PTO as well. And then above that, you can hold a big bag, which is kind of neat. One of the other kind of neat things is you've got unlimited color options when it comes to the base game stuff. So let's say you're using something from Claas. Well, that is actually extremely easy to put together for you guys. That is pretty awesome. And your last new one for all platforms today is the 1700 kilogram weight. It is, well, 1700 kilograms. You can add a rope to it. Won't do anything, but it does look cool. Design, you can throw a little design on there. You can even throw a little like corn stalk, something like that. That's kind of funny. Reflectors, you could have those on there. Those are red. Text, yep, you can throw some text on there. Pallets, so you can either have this appear on a pallet whenever you take it off or not. It's kind of neat. Some people like that, some people don't. If you do, perfect. As far as your main color, goodness gracious, we've got them all, a bunch of old colors, but they have done a great thing and included the default colors as well. So if you need purple, you can do purple. But if you would like this really neat old red, you could do that. And then design, I'm guessing this is the rope. Yes, that is the rope. And we do have base game colors for that as well. Perfect. Everybody gets what they want. Now we do have a design color. I'm not quite sure what this does. We'll change it up to pink. Oh, that's the writing. Oh, that's nice. So you can change up the writing color too. That's cool. It's your only mod update today for all platforms is the larger capacity pallets, which is definitely one of those mods you want to have installed. This is version 1.0.2, fixed a bug where some productions did not spawn pallets. This would be cheese, clothes, furniture, olive oil, chocolate, fabric, and tomatoes. They also adjusted the mod icon name and raised the description version. If you guys are not familiar with this, these pallets replace the production pallets from the base game with a 5 times larger capacity and unloading speed to indirectly bypass the pallet limit. The capacity adjustment only applies to pallets from the base game, and pallets for mods are not adjusted. So that is something to note as well. These changes only apply to newly produced pallets. And your one new one for PC and Mac players, you guys could just rewind to the beginning of the video where we talked about the map. However, as you can see here, we have multi-terrain. That is the only difference among the few different downloadable mods that are required for this for some reason. Well, guys, that is it for today's new mod video. I don't know if we'll have any other new mod videos throughout the end of the year, so stay tuned to the channel, get subscribed, and turn your notification bells on. That way, if there are any new mods, you guys will know about it first before anybody else. Otherwise, I just hope you have a great day, great holiday season. Merry Christmas. We'll see you later. Peace.